song.
Ready for the big ride, baby. Is your daughter ripe, Shawty? Is your lady ripe? Right? Hurrah!
Dick.
That's from a little movie called Face Off.
Little unknown movie called Face Off. John Woo.
Super blockbuster hit by Michael Douglas.
Did you get your DVD copy?
I did. It's in the living room.
Go grab it.
Oh,
come on.
Why?
We're a physical copy people.
I know I have it. It's in the living room. Yours is better because it's a Blu-ray.
I guess Blu-ray.
Mine's black. It's just a black. It's basically the same thing, but it's black.
I refuse to buy any more DVDs if it's available on Blu-ray. If it's just DVD, yeah, I'll get it. But
well, it depends on the movie. It's like I would usually because this movie is a made-for-TV movie, so I don't care about the quality. Isn't going to be that great to begin with. So when you up-res a shitty video quality, it's not going to make it look better. So Blu-ray is just bullshit.
It's not about quality of the video for me. It's about the uniformity of the collection for me.
Right.
I got so many Blu-rays because of Adam.
That's why you're a sucker.
I don't know. And I really do like the upgraded box art for this.
Yeah,
should probably play an intro here.
Yes. Oh, do you have one?
Yeah, it's right here. Welcome to Hollywood is Dead in Phoenix West.
Dick it.
Hi, Dick.
We're talking about Buried Alive today.
I brought this movie up a lot. I'm glad we're finally discussing it. You got to watch it.
I've seen it before, but to rewatch it again almost 30 years later, I would say.
Yeah.
It was really quite a nice return to... it was like watching an old friend come over for dinner.
But you don't get sick of them. But you're like, that was 90 minutes.
Yeah, perfect. In and out.
I will see you again in a decade, my friend.
Exactly. I will watch you when I show my nephews Frank Darabout's early work. And I said, well, you need to watch this after you watch Shawshank. I'll show you this movie, and then we'll watch The Mist, and that'll be that.
Yeah.
Green Mile.
Eventually, we will do our Frank Darabont retrospective thing.
Yes.
Kind of like we did with Stephen King.
Right.
I'll be much shorter because he only directed 11 things.
Yeah.
I have his list of things he's directed here. It's not many. It's really not.
Well, he's more of a script doctor. He's rewritten dozens of scripts. That's where he made the real money.
This is the first movie he directed.
Yeah, he didn't write the script though, but I feel like he he rewrote some of it. I feel like he's definitely.
You can tell. Yeah. I don't know. He's not a guy with a lot of Tarantino. You're like, this is a Tarantino movie.
Right.
You don't watch a lot. You do watch later movies and go, that's Frank Darabont, but you don't watch this and go, that's some of the camera pans and the zooms rather. Some of them, yes, but he's learning. I think he just wanted to go, I want to put a movie together so that I know how to do it.
Right. Yeah.
Then I move on to what I want to do, but that's why
exactly,
he wrote Elm Street.
Yeah. No.
That's why he did this. And this movie is far better than it deserves to be.
Yes. It's an enjoyable film.
Yeah. That's it. Like I mentioned last time when we started bringing this movie up, I'm like, I don't want to oversell it. I'm just saying it's a TV movie from 1990.
On USA.
It was far better than it deserves to be.
It's not even a TV movie. It's a cable movie.
Yeah.
It's a USA Network release from 1990. But it feels like a Tales from the Crypt episode.
It does.
And it really has that same vibe. It's not as violent. There's not a lot of curse words. It's pretty tame. But it's just
USA was like,
yeah,
don't go too crazy with it.
We can't show tit, and Jennifer Jason Leigh shows her titties, so no tit. Sorry,
she's a titty actress. We know
she likes to show them titties any way she can. She has
that, but
she had flesh and bone. That's all I'm gonna say. Go see that. Machine. I mean, she don't care about nudity at all.
No,
she
almost did here. It's just the fact that the camera didn't keep going, so they didn't shoot anything.
Well, I'm gonna. Okay,
here's the bathtub. I was like,
yeah.
How was she? How am I not looking at? And I kept the foam's gonna. And she kept one time she goes and brushes the bubbles up to her chest, and I was like, all right, well, there you go.
Right.
She was like, oh yeah, TV movie.
Do you think your Darabont was underneath going, blowing the bubbles up?
I had a straw.
We gotta cover your tits, Jen.
We're not making that kind of movie.
Fuck you. She lights up a cigarette.
When we talk about TV movies, I feel, because I brought this up to my wife. I told you I was going to ask her about the movie and how she thought about it. Because usually I kind of guess based on her reaction, but this time I literally go, "What did you think?" She's like, "I liked it for what it was." She recognized, it was clearly a TV movie. It was, but I had to explain to her what a TV movie was.
Right.
She's not like aware of that. That's an actual thing.
Right.
She just didn't grow up with the same, watching the same things that we did.
Yeah.
But TV movies are generally regarded as super cheap, super terrible. However, I like TV movies a lot because John Frankenheimer did a lot of TV movies. The Stand is, it's a mini series, but it's TV. It is kind of a bad version of that, but people like it.
There's a lot of exceptions to the rule where TV movies are
There
fun.
is.
And actually, they stand the test of time.
Yeah, Frankenheimer did a lot of them, and I really enjoy them.
Yeah.
Andersonville and Path to War, and just a bunch of them.
Yeah,
all really good.
George Wallace.
HBO in the 90s started doing their TV movies, and those are all pretty good. 8 Men Out, that sort of thing.
I watch Conspiracy at least once a year. The one about the Final Solution with Kenneth Branagh and Stanley Tucci.
Oh, yeah.
It is filled with every character actor from British cinema in this movie. And they're all there. It's fantastic.
Life and Death of Peter Sellers.
Yeah, that's another great one. It's a really good one.
There's a bunch of good ones on HBO. HBO finally cracked the code. That's where Path to War aired. The Frankenheimer one. There's so many really good ones now. It kind of eventually broke the curse of TV movies, because in 1990 when this was made, TV movies were fucking garbage.
Yeah, their Lifetime,
like the Incredible Hulk,
TV
movie, The Death of the Incredible Hulk,
directed by Bill Bixby.
Terrible,
right? Well, I mean, they're not. Yeah, they're goofy, schlocky, cash grabs that want big ratings because sweeps a week. Nothing else is on. You put a TV movie out to cash in on the week, and then that's it. It's all it's for.
All that to say, when I watched this, it was not on TV. I didn't know this is a TV movie. I begged my mom to buy this on VHS because I love the artwork.
Wow.
The original poster, I'll show it right here. It had this. We were, looking at VHSs, like, because I would just sit there and stare at them, like look through them and read the names on the back. I was that guy. I was fucking 6 when this movie was out. I was 7 when it came on a VHS. And I saw this, and I'm like, give me that.
That is the longest arm in the history of cinema.
Yes. I think they buried him 14 inches below the dirt.
They did. I think that's what I didn't, because he's literally, they give him a shallow grave with a shitty coffin because they don't want to pay that much. I was like, God damn, he's barely in the ground.
Yeah. They do a good job. And we haven't set up the movie a whole lot yet, but they do it a good enough job to explain why it was so hastily put together.
Yeah.
Because the guy from Shawshank is like painting over this broken ass coffin.
Well, he's a funeral parlor worker, and they're about to embalm him. So again, if he would have been embalmed, they would have killed him. They would have killed him if they.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, I'm just saying, no, he was fine. I thought he was fine.
I was like, some lines he's fine, and then when he starts to have to show emotion, like when he's like finds out the grave's broken into, he's like, "What happened?" And I'm like, "Oh, that was rough."
This ain't right. What happened over here? This ain't right. I do believe you're talking out of your ass, Hoyt
Matheson. Okay. Let's get into the plot, though.
Yeah.
Actually, sorry.
I do want to
continue with that real quick.
I want to say spoilers, though.
Yeah.
Because if you haven't seen this movie, watch it without spoiling. It's actually a lot of fun.
$20 on Blu-ray. Enjoyable. If you're not sure if you're gonna like it, if you're in the Darabont, get it for your collection.
I think it's on Amazon for free.
Get it on a DVD like Dick did. Well, how much was it?
$8.
$8. Mine was 20.
Yeah, I think it's for free on Amazon though. I'm not sure.
We found out there's a Buried Alive 2.
Yes.
I did not know that as a fan of this movie.
And it's a direct sequel, which doesn't make any sense.
It's a direct sequel with Tim Matheson and Ali Sheedy. directed. He's also in it as himself from this movie, or as his character.
Oh, is
from
he
this movie.
really? Oh, wow.
Yes. So
really,
I found a version on here for $107.99.
Holy shit!
PAL 2 or
Oh my
PAL
God.
Region 0, I should say.
Shit.
But yeah, it's $8.99 for DVD. I bought the Blu-ray because obviously I want it. I will watch this movie again and again.
I'll watch it again. I enjoyed it.
What?
I really liked it.
It's way cheaper now. It's $4. Look at that. It's down 33%.
They got you. They fucked your ass.
No, I'm fine with it because even more reason to buy it on Blu-ray.
Tomorrow it'll be 12. It'll be 8:42.
We're gonna sell copies of this.
My God, Frank Darabont, your first movie's got up to the charts. 155,000%. You sold 2 copies.
He's like, what the fuck is Buried Alive?
Buried Alive. Oh, Tim Matheson? Oh shit.
Tim keeps calling me. I just ignore it.
I thought he was dead.
Tim Matheson. All right, sorry. Do you want to set up the plot?
Okay, yeah. So you have Tim Matheson's a really nice guy. He's a hardworking dude. He's a contractor, which is a big fucking important factor in the movie.
In the middle of nowhere.
In the middle of nowhere. He lives in like Omaha or something. He moved from the city with his wife, who's Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Nice
Jennifer got the nice house, build his house from scratch. And this guy's offering to buy the business for $1.5 million. And he's like, I don't want to sell. I built it. And his wife is bored, wants to go back to New York. And she's secretly hating him. And then she is having an affair with the local doctor, played by William Atherton, who is Walter Peck in Ghostbusters and Dick Thornton in Die Hard films. The first two Die Hard
1 and 2.
So he was famous for playing dickless characters. He's playing the Lothario cheating character, and it's like, that doesn't work.
He's a scumbag in 4 movies I know.
It's wonderful. He's wonderful in all of them.
Even though he is right in Ghostbusters, I'll stick by that.
Yes.
He's doing the right things, just for the wrong reasons that he doesn't know about.
Right.
You need to sit him down and explain to him, but that's on them, not him.
But I love what this. What this movie does well, though, is setup. Like throughout the movie, you get these reveals. Like as the movie progresses, because he's in the coffin, or she was had an affair with William Atherton. He's got pufferfish in his house, so he takes the poison from the pufferfish, and he knows the exact amount to kill a person to make it look like a heart attack.
He pulled it out with a needle, and he's the worst vial in history because it's constantly leaking.
And it's really bad. He must have bought my best at Big
the worst cork ever.
Terrible stuff. Because Jennifer Jason Leigh has second thoughts. She has the poison. He says, kill him, take his money. I think it'd be great for both of us. We'll go to Beverly Hills, drinking Mai Tais.
He's trying to get her to kill him because they're having an affair, and he wants her to kill her husband so that he can take the money and they can open up a clinic together.
Right. Yes, that's his story. Yes.
In reality, he's just severely behind on his bills. He's gonna kill her and then head off to an island somewhere.
That's the wonderful twist at the end, which is wonderful. I love you. Let's burn the money. Yeah, I'm gonna burn the money right now.
What I like about it, sorry, I'm all over the place. I keep stuttering, but I watched the William Atherton interview after I finished the movie.
Oh, okay.
Like 8 minutes, and I was like, "Oh, this is interesting." He looks super old now. This was recorded for this.
It's back in like 2014 or something.
No, this is like 2 years ago.
Oh, okay.
Because he goes, this movie's 30 years old, so 3 years ago, so maybe 2 years ago. But he's talking about the movie, and he's like, it was a TV movie, so there wasn't anything additional for the movie.
Right.
He's like, talk about the efficiency. He's like, everything we did, you see there on screen. Like, there's no room for this.
Yeah.
And he's like, and Frank had the balls to like shoot it in the rain for some scenes. And he's like, that was ballsy, but he made it work.
No.
That could have gone sideways, but he's like praising him. And I don't know, it was a really cool interview. And he's just talking about how shitty his character is. And he's talking about how he's making Die Hard 2 at the exact same time.
Wow. That's crazy.
He's like, I left here and went to Die Hard 2, and I was kind of going back and forth a little bit.
Wow. That's hilarious.
Yeah, it was. So if you have the Blu-ray or the DVD, it's because it's on your DVD too, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Check out the interview. It's only 8 minutes, but
yeah, no, I like my special features,
and I like
that's why I buy movies. He's very good.
His real voice is super like high pitched.
Is he British?
No, but his real voice is like 2 octaves higher than you're used to hearing him.
Hi.
He's like, we were filming this movie, and I'm like, that's your real voice. Like it's that part where he does when he gets upset, you know, and he gets that his voice cracks. That's his real voice. That when his voice cracks.
I finally saw that Lawrence Kasdan. Hi.
So he's talking lower, like at a lower octave on camera. Then he's like, we were shooting that scene, and I went over there, and I was like, oh, that's
so here's the
William Atherton thing.
The elephant in the room, though. Tim Matheson is 100 times better looking than him.
I know this review is all over the place.
So when Jennifer Jason Leigh is having an affair with the doctor, and she's got prime choice meat at home, and she's having like a quarter pounder with cheese with William Atherton compared to Tim Matheson. I mean, shit. Tim Matheson's like cut in this movie.
I will say,
ripped.
To go on what you're saying, I completely agree. He looks great in this movie, but William Atherton in this movie, not terrible, not bad.
He's not as good as
Tim Matheson, though.
No Tim Matheson, I'm sorry.
He's not. But he looks better than he does in any other movie.
I'd rather do Hoyt Axton.
You'd rather do the sheriff?
I'd rather do the sheriff because at least he can sing to me. Because he was a singer, I guess.
I do love... Oh, we'll get to that in the end. Never mind. I'll save it.
Oh.
Yeah.
But
it's very end of the movie.
Well, there's a few moments which are really goofy. The one part that I thought was laughable and it kind of took me out of the movie.
No!
Exactly. Ah! And she's just die! And he's just going, ah! And it's got that weird, shake, and he's just like slow motion. Like it looks like it hurts though. It does. I mean, it has this effective.
They did a
good job. Like it would really hurt.
Like you could tell he was squeezing his face so that his eyes would kind of bulge right here.
Yeah.
As far as TV movies go, the acting is fucking great. Jennifer Jason Leigh is amazing in this.
Well, she's a movie star.
She's in my top 5 actresses.
Yeah.
Probably.
I mean, Jesus Christ.
She's always good.
Yeah.
Hudsucker Proxy.
Yeah.
Fucking The Machinist. She's in a ton of stuff I love.
Hateful Eight.
Yeah, Hateful. She's fucking incredible in
that movie. Yeah.
I wish give her all the awards for Hateful Eight.
Yeah.
Cocksucker. She gets punched by Kurt Russell like 7 times. I swear.
Love it. Laugh every time. It keeps getting funnier every single time I've seen it.
She laughs too when she gets punched. So
yeah, it's okay. She's enjoying it, and she says the N word like 75 times.
But she is so fucking good at whatever she's handed.
Wait, I think she's Jamie Lee Curtis's half sister, right? Jamie Lee Curtis and Janet Leigh. Yeah, Jennifer Jason Leigh is Janet Leigh's daughter, and Jamie Lee Curtis is Janet Leigh's daughter, but different fathers. I think that's the case. I'm pretty sure they're half sisters.
I'm looking her up right now. I didn't know that.
Yeah, because they both have the same Lee.
She's 60.
Yeah.
She was born in February 5th, 1962. Her spouse is Noah Baumbach. I didn't know
Not
that.
anymore. Not anymore.
Of course, 2013.
Yep. He's with Greta Gerwig now.
Vic Morrow and Barbara Turner.
Oh, okay.
She's Vic Morrow's daughter.
That's right, Vic Morrow's daughter.
We've talked about at length.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, I was gonna say I've never heard that she's related to them at all.
Maybe that's where I forgot.
Yeah. You get the Hollywood lore confused all the time. Like you're like, wasn't that person? Yeah. But Jennifer Jason Leigh's great in this.
And how many people have been
good? Tim Matheson gets top billing, but he's barely in the movie.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's actually really funny. And he's in the time that he's in it, he's in a mask for some of the scenes.
So it's probably not even him.
Stand-in. Yeah.
So he looks about a foot shorter, that guy who's in the welding mask.
Exactly. Oh man, but I love because I love the fact that so so his wife poisons him.
Yeah.
He gets buried, and basically she tells
in the wine.
She doesn't want an autopsy, which of course, fuck the autopsy because it's too much money. And in the corner, she doesn't want him embalmed because it's too much money. So she says, just put him in a box, bury him cheaply, fastly. I want it done tomorrow. And that's basically what happens. So they give him the shitty water damaged coffin, which is hilarious. But they set it all up perfectly because it's like that explains how he gets out. Because they take all the stuff out of that coffin and they just basically paint over it to cover the fact that it's a shit coffin.
It's like the layer of wood that's the laminate layer that's on top of like the cabinets. If you really peel that off, you're gonna see the terrible wood underneath. But it's just that like that's almost the strength he's dealing with.
Yeah, it's not like Tim Matheson was trained by Pai Mei and he could punch his way out that go.
But I will say this: every time I watch Kill Bill 2,
you think of this movie.
I'm thinking of this movie, and I'm like, I've seen this before, but I still love that. I still love that scene in that movie, but all I can think about is Buried Alive.
Yeah.
I'm probably the only person who associates that.
Well, good thing that it was raining that night, so he was able to get the soft dirt out of the way.
Everything's set up.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
That's why Frank was so adamant on having it rain, because it made sense.
Right.
And it is great for really good visuals, because Tim Matheson wakes up in his coffin, he's like,
because the drip is
the top and drips in his face.
And the water's dripping out, and it shows you the molding of the wood, how weak it is. So he just starts going, He basically,
you see him realizing it, like, oh, this is severely broke. He's pushing on it, and
he can get out.
In reality, you would flip to your back, like so your back's up, and then push up. But he doesn't even have to do that.
For some reason, he goes one arm out and he pulls himself out. I thought the dog was going to pull him out at a moment.
I started to think that too, and I've seen this
like,
movie
is that what's going to happen? So the dog's there is going to help him dig him out, but that didn't happen.
I'm looking at Jennifer Jason Leigh's IMDb, and
she's in a lot of stuff. She's in a lot of stuff.
Was she in a what is that Kellogg's movie with Matthew Broderick? Road to Wellview. Road to Wellview.
No, that's Bridget Fonda.
Bridget Fonda. Okay, thank you.
Yeah, I mean, she might have been in it, but I don't remember her. I know Bridget Fonda was in it.
Oh, she's in Backdraft?
She's in Backdraft. She gets naked in that, too.
She is in a lot.
She's the
Flesh and Blood.
Flesh and Blood. So you want to see Jennifer Jason?
Midnight.
You want to see Jennifer Jason?
Single white female.
Naked, go watch Flesh and Blood. Jesus Christ. It's like, oh my God, this is uncomfortable.
Well, I think where I got my wires crossed is because her and Bridget Fonda are in Single White Female.
Yes. Oh, yeah, that's right.
They look very different now.
Yes, they do.
I will admit, I have a crush on Jennifer Jason Leigh.
Yes.
Bridget Fonda, I did when I was a kid, and then seeing her now just makes me sad.
It's very sad.
If she's happy, great. It doesn't make me sad, but it's
well, good for Danny Elfman for staying married.
Yeah, goddamn,
he's not being an asshole and leaving her and like that.
You know what I love is you'll see articles that are like, Pierce Brosnan stuck by his wife, and I'm like, why is
hot?
Yeah, but you're saying even though she's fat, this guy, it's like really just tearing her down instead of building him up.
Well, that's the thing. Yeah, the
guy just loves his wife. What's the big fucking deal?
And she's actually, I think she looks good, big. Like she looks hot. She's a good-looking big woman. Like she's not. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. I mean, like honestly, and I think he's into it because I think like even he said like, don't say anything about my wife. I love my wife. Like that's my wife.
Goddamn
my
right.
Children, my mother's like, I love my wife. Like, I don't care what she looks like. I love her.
Literally, do not think about it.
Yeah, I mean,
I see her as a person.
And she got some nice big old titty that bounce probably.
It's sad.
It's one of those.
That's how it has to get reported. Is Pierce Brosnan stuck by his wife? And like,
oh, it's ridiculous.
What do you mean? She's fucking married to him, and he's married to her.
He
seems like a really decent guy.
Yeah, for sure. I like him more. It's like, fuck, leave him alone. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, James Cagney was married to the same woman his entire career until his death or her death, or whichever happened.
Sure.
First.
I mean, they all had their side pieces, but
I really do think he was and didn't fuck around.
Maybe. I don't know. I haven't read anything about.
That's Jimmy the reports and like what you hear about from his friends and stuff. Yeah. But you're not like, even though she was fat,
right? It's like Jenny Sachs from Sopranos. She had a 90-pound mole removed from her ass. I don't care what you look like. I love you. What are you doing? Don't you know what you've done? I'm sorry, John. Oh, she's dead, by the way.
Oh yeah,
she died in real life.
Oh.
They had a whole list of people from The Sopranos that died, and there's a lot of them.
Oh yeah,
there's a lot have died.
Hiring fit actors, they're hiring like chubby Italian.
No, but Johnny Cakes killed himself.
Who's Johnny Cakes?
Remember Johnny Cakes, Vito's boyfriend, when he goes to that city?
Oh, yeah,
Johnny Cakes. The guy says, "I love you, Johnny Cakes," and he has the mustache. He killed himself, put a bullet in his head. Yeah, really sad. I didn't know that. I was like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And then
the dude with the mustache, right?
Yeah, Jamie Lynn Sigler's career died. I mean, Edie Falco did of Avatar 2 and didn't even know she was in it. Which I think is hilarious. I guess they were quoting her. She said, I thought I already came out and bombed.
I'm looking into Johnny Cakes here.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah.
Yep.
I keep forgetting that Peter Bogdanovich is in there. He's dead too.
He's dead too. Yep.
Yeah, here is Joe Costello.
Yeah.
Died in 2008. Holy shit.
Yep. No.
Yeah, age 47. God damn.
He probably got typecast as Johnny Cakes. He didn't like it.
Speaking of Hollywood is dead, this is what the show is. If you look into any show you love, you're going to find a tragic story. We realized this during our Twilight Zones when we start digging into the original episodes, and you're like, oh, that person's also a murderer. It happens so many times.
This woman threw herself out a plate glass window and killed herself.
Some people got punched at a bar or like a Waffle House, and then they would die the next day. And so many of that, so many stories like that. Oh, Johnny Cakes is also in Die Hard 2.
Really? I don't remember.
Bringing it back. Kiss of Death.
Nice. Kiss of Death.
Kazam.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Not in much.
No, I guess not.
Black Rain, 89.
Oh, Black Rain. Wow, I don't remember that one.
His last movie was Doubt, which is a solid movie.
Oh, wow, okay.
I like that movie. I thought it was going to be so boring and pretentious, but I actually really did enjoy it. Philip C. Martin's pretty fucking good.
Well, there is one sort of suspension of disbelief, though, with this movie.
Yes. Well, two. You mentioned the Tim Matheson's way too attractive.
Yeah, well, that, yes. Absolutely, 100% yes. But Tim Matheson constructs a maze within 8 hours, and I'm talking it's layers and layers of different sections. There's no way in hell he did that in 8 hours by himself.
I will say, if you're into like this is what he does for a living.
I understand that.
Now that I've done construction as an adult, you could do that in 8 hours.
Oh, there's no way.
If he had it planned, like if he's thinking about it, and because he was stuck in the house for like 2 days while she's getting ready.
Right.
Because I love the scenes where he comes back into the house after digging himself out of the grave, and he's like,
where did he get the wood? Where did he get the wood? The woodshed in his backyard.
Guy. He definitely has a site somewhere with some fucking wood.
Yeah, but so would have seen him.
No.
So again, suspension.
But
that's fine.
Yes, but it's also very, very clearly explained or explainable, I should say.
It's forgivable. That's fine.
You don't want to be spoon-fed fucking everything. You can figure it out.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
I do agree with you, though. It does seem, watching it, does seem very intricate. But in reality, when you're watching it, and this is like my 10th, 12th time watching this movie now, probably more if I'm honest, but it's really just 2 hallways,
right? Which
are just 2x4s and slabs of wood. That's it.
No, but he goes. I think don't they go upstairs to the upstairs where the window is? There's a window that's outside. Is that inside? Because he separates
at the very end, but that's not. Yeah, that's just he put wood along the wall. That's it.
Yeah.
All you have to do, nail 2x4s to the floor and the ceiling, and nail the wood in the side. It's very, very. I was thinking about this when I was watching it because I've always thought like, how did you do this so quick? But now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, yes, it is a little bit ridiculous how intricate it is with the slab. But
the director's cut is he's got 3 guys from Home Depot that helped him.
Yeah. Plus, we don't know how long they were out for. And
what you doing, senor?
Yeah. I guess he does explain.
You want to put a labyrinth in your house? Oh, okay, fine. $50. You got it.
I don't want to just like defend the movie for no reason, but
no, it was fun. Like I don't mind.
You can definitely see it as it's way too much for the time. I will not argue with you because it is a lot, but also fuck the point of the scene.
Right?
Pretend it's 3 days. It doesn't matter.
Fine. Yeah. No, but I love how they're downstairs and they're like
waiting.
He's just waiting. He goes, "Oh, it's that stupid sheriff. That's who's doing this to us. It's the sheriff. I thought he was smarter than he looked."
Yeah, and then he runs with that theory the entire time,
which is hilarious. And then he stabs himself with his own poison, which again is wonderful. It's a good comeuppance.
There's a great shot of Jennifer Jason Leigh where he's freaking out, and she just goes because he's still trying to bargain. Okay, they're in the basement. the guy with the welder's mask lets them out eventually. They're walking down these hallways, and he's still arguing to the man he can't see, like he thinks is the sheriff. We'll split this, like we'll talk about this. We'll sit down. Every time a door opens in the maze, he's like, "Oh, perfectly set up by Jennifer Jason Leigh saying she feels like a rat in a maze."
Yeah, I know that's who she should set up and pay off again. Yeah,
but he's still trying to argue and do a deal, and she just goes,
"Oh, but like, we forgot."
Accepted her fate that this is not a deal, man. We're just
right.
So whoever this is gonna fuck with us, and that's it. I love that.
Well, and if we forgot one of the biggest parts of why Tim Matheson goes full McGilla. He overhears them saying that she was pregnant and he got rid of the baby.
Yes,
and that he was trying to have a kid with her for years, and she always says, "I just can't do it. Can't have it. We tried for a year. We can try again." And then find out that she got basically sterilized by the doctor, and it like broke him in two.
Yeah.
And that's when he says he's going to shoot him with a shotgun. He goes, "You don't deserve. This is too good for you."
Yeah, he goes, "Too easy."
Too easy. Yeah, it was great.
I think it's right. Yeah, it's right here. It's right when she sits down. He still tries to beg through the wall. The audio is a little off, but
Stop it. Just stop it.
The audio is all fucked up. But
yeah,
she's dealing with reality, and he's still living in this fantasy that they're gonna have a
right. Yeah,
here for their.
Well,
life.
he thinks he's going to get close enough for the guy to stab him with the poison and kill him.
Yeah,
that's his goal right now, but it doesn't work out that way.
It's right here.
I said stop it.
I love when there's like a huge difference in reactions of actors to the same scene.
Yeah,
I don't know. That's very specific, I realize, but I love this.
Oh yeah, that's always fun.
Okay, right here.
Hey, look.
I apologize for the audio, but
Let's go 50-50 here, huh, pal? What do you say?
Dick.
Doesn't get any fairer than that.
Right here.
Yeah.
Come on, talk
That.
to me. Please?
She's like, this fucking asshole. Because they had a great scene there where, don't you know I love you? I would die for you. I will burn this money right now.
Yeah.
She hit him with a pipe, and he drops the shot he's going to kill her with, and then he plays it off, and then she finds it, and she's like, burn the money then. What are you, crazy?
And that's another great twist when he's leaving his house. He has the voicemail from the guy telling him, "You're being evicted from your building. You haven't paid 6 months. We're coming with the sheriff," and he's leaving the place. And then Jeffrey Jason Leigh comes on saying, "You got to come to the house right now. Somebody's here."
Well, it's another thing that's set up.
Nice setup.
Because there's a part where the sheriff is really good friends with Tim Matheson.
Yes.
They go fishing, they hang out. Because it starts with him pulling him over. And you notice he like adjusts the mirror like they always do in movies, even though in real life, why would you touch your mirror? Your mirror should be where you need to see the person behind you anyway. But he does but he doesn't go, "Oh shit." So I was immediately like, "Oh yeah, they must be friends."
Yeah.
I don't remember that aspect of this movie. But then they're clearly really good friends. They go fishing together. He has that joke line with his wife. He's like, "If you don't make it home tomorrow night, just know, you should probably hear from me. I've gone fishing."
Yeah,
a little setup there
for the sheriff,
but she's the one cheating. But the sheriff is very aware of what's going on. He watches them after he's dead. He looks through the door and he sees them like way too close and arguing.
Yeah,
he comes inside and he's like, "Oh, let me know if you need anything. Bye-bye."
Right. Yeah.
He comes by later and he's like, "You're making me look bad. You're here with my patient more than I am."
And he says, "Would you like a gremlin?" I got gremlins. Do you want one?
But it makes you think that the guy who owns that apartment or that house apartment thing isn't fucking everything. It's the one from Usual Suspects, by the way.
Yeah, it seems like it. Yeah,
it's the same thing. It's the exact same set. I guarantee it, or the same apartment, whatever it really is. But it's the exact same thing.
Probably gonna piss blood tonight.
Edie, yeah, we gotta go.
You got this thing. You got this good thing with the lawyer. The scam with the lawyer.
But it makes you think that landlord called the sheriff like he threatens in the voicemail, and that adds to we don't need to see it, but that adds to the sheriff going, this something shady going on with
Something's wrong.
these two.
Yeah, then he goes down and he goes to see the coffin.
Yeah.
Is broken? Somebody broke into the coffin, stole a body, but then he puts one and one together and says, "Oh wait, no, he kicked himself out of the coffin."
I love when he's at his
He's still
house and he
alive.
wakes up in the middle of
Yeah.
the night and he's like,
Bro!
he punches it 3 times. And it's
No.
clean all the way through, all 3
No.
times.
He laughs.
He's like,
But
okay. And then he gets
then
in his
he-
car and drives
yeah,
over.
but that's what's really kind of sad. The ending is really kind of, I think, bittersweet. It's really sad because
Oh,
it's
yeah.
like Hoyt, the sheriff, is his buddy, and Tim Atherton's there. He buried his wife alive, by the way, and she's in the ground with William Atherton with the
William
money.
Atherton's still alive too, keep in mind.
Is he?
Well, keep in mind that Tim Atherton did the exact same shot and he woke up 3 days later.
No. William Atherton had a full dose because remember she puts it in the garbage can, it leaks out. It's
Yeah,
not a
just some,
full
but
dose.
I bet he still lives and wakes.
Well, either way, he's dead.
Either way, we don't know, but I like to pretend
Right.
he wakes up 3 days later. And she's dead.
She eats her.
Well, he would in reality just die of suffocation because
He
he's
just eats her
underground.
like he eats her like the chicken Tim Atherton ate when he got back out of the grave.
Oh yeah,
I'm starving. I want some chicken.
I love all
But-
the stuff when he's out of the grave.
Yeah,
in the house.
you got
And
the fucked up fingers.
oh, I want to show that scene with Jennifer Jason Leigh has the money. She goes
Yeah.
into her bathroom.
Yeah,
And she's
that
just
was
like, oh,
but
fuck.
you got to show the follow up scene where William Atherton goes and he goes, "Oh, honey, it would never work out. You're a
Slob.
pig. You're
Yeah,
a slob."
you're a pig.
It was hilarious.
No, you're right. You're a pig.
It was hilarious. I mean, that's funny.
I just want to show Jennifer Jason Leigh's reaction to. I'm trying to go back a little here. That's right about
It's a really fun, like just good movie, throwback movie.
fun.
Put it on if it's a rainy day. Put this movie on and you'll enjoy it.
It's not offensive. It's not stupid.
No.
It's
No,
like I'm trying to think of any downside really. Like
no,
it does drag a bit in the beginning, I guess.
but not really. It moves pretty fast though. It's
For
only 90 minutes. I mean, shit.
no,
way more.
for an average movie viewer, it does drag because I asked my wife and I paused it and it goes 33 minutes in. She's like, I thought we were an hour.
Oh,
But then
But
after that,
she's-
no complaints. She fucking
stupid.
loved the ending when he builds the maze. She loved all that. And I'm like, that's the number one, that's
Yeah.
what it all leads. That's really
It's
that's
a
the
really
memory
nice.
that stick with you from this movie.
It's a really nice revenge comeuppance movie. Like
Yeah.
everyone likes a good revenge movie. This is one of the top 10 revenge movies. Really, honestly, it's very well done.
Yeah. It's solid.
It's very
Here's
Tales from
her-
the Crypty.
It is Tales from the Crypt. Oh, I wrote this down earlier. I'll think.
That's what it
Yeah.
was.
I wouldn't know what to like if I could just kill my husband. I would never. It would never cross my mind that he's still alive. That would be the last thing you would ever think of. He's dead. I saw him get buried.
I
Like-
would because you don't realize how much of a fuck up you are.
Only because we've seen Creep Show.
Exactly. Yeah.
Oh, that's what I want. It's a Creep Show, which is also Tales from the Crypt, that sort of stuff.
yeah.
It's all the same vein, but this is definitely in that pantheon where it's very similar to that.
Yeah. It's a fun movie. I enjoy it.
Look
I
at the
like it a
background. It
lot.
looks like Creep Show.
Yeah.
It looks just like
I wonder if it's the same. Who's the DP? What else did he do? Let's look him up real fast. Out of curiosity, what's his?
that is a good question.
let's
I
see
don't
what
think
else
he
did
worked with
Well, he's done like probably a lot of TV. He's probably just a gun for
his
hire
usual
DP.
cinematographer. Why can't I
Yeah.
think of his name right now?
Oh, Newton James Thomas Siegel.
No.
Isn't that who this guy is?
Shawshank. The cinematographer of Shawshank. Why the fuck?
Oh, yeah, I know. You're right.
I don't think he worked with him is the point. Why I don't know why I'm blanking on his name.
He works with the
Richard-
Coen brothers. Deacons.
Richard Deakins. Thank you.
Deacons, yeah. That's
Put
it.
that together.
Yeah.
Um,
Dick Deacons.
I don't think it was Deakins that did. this,
No,
but
no,
I
no,
am
no.
Curious. All
I was
cast and
curious
crew.
if he did Freddy's Nightmares. It's the same.
Cinematographer Jacques Haitkin.
It's the same DP from Freddy's Nightmares.
Same DP from 21 Bridges, Venom, Kong Skull Island. That's an actual good movie.
Oh, wow,
Good
there you go.
cinematography.
Yeah.
Fate of the Furious. He's a cameraman there.
Hmm.
Oh, he does camera and electrical department a lot.
Yeah.
All those ones I mentioned are camera and electrical. He's a
There you go.
cinematographer, 87 movies, or TV
Shit.
shows and movies.
Right. Yeah.
He did an episode of The Haunting Hour, R.L. Stein show.
Oh. Okay.
I don't know what any of the rest of this is. Art Height, 12 Days of Terror, The Curse of El Charo, Crusader, The Duel, Hidden Camera, Unnatural Causes, Global Effect. Does he work for the fucking
Asylum people?
Asylum?
Maybe.
The Elite, Rockets Red Glare.
And then you got busted. You got busted for.
Oh my god, he did Faust, the Faust from Red Letter Media.
Oh my god! Oh, the guy's a genius.
Yeah, it's actually that Faust.
Oh Jesus Christ!
The Last Man on the Planet.
Wow.
Inferno, not the one that you're thinking of.
Not Ron Howard.
Buried Alive 2 cinematography. That's weird that he stuck around not with the same director but the same movie. That is so rare.
I'm curious about Buried Alive 2. It doesn't make any sense to me why they didn't make it.
I cannot find it.
Yeah, I don't think it exists. I, think
I
it
looked
might
around
be
at all my. I have
try
a lot
YouTube. Try YouTube. Maybe it's not there for
Oh my
free.
god, Dick. He was a cinematographer for Scanner Cop, a movie I mentioned in the last show, a different show that someone was in. Everything's tying together.
Everybody's connected.
Silence of the Hams, which I also had on VHS.
Oh my god, it's a conspiracy.
With
the guy got busted for wanting to suck his dick. Dom DeLuise.
Dom DeLuise is Hannibal Lecter in that movie. And it's all fart noises. It's the same thing as that. What was that? God damn! What was the Plump Fiction?
Plump Fiction. The Pope Must Diet.
With Julie Brown.
Right. Yeah.
I had that. I had all those terrible. He's a cinematographer for Shocker. The year before this.
Wes Craven.
Wes Craven. That's probably how he got this.
Maybe
because cinematographer for a little movie called A Nightmare on Elm Street.
Oh, there you go. That's how you got to start.
And even better, cinematography-wise, Alone. Even better, Nightmare on Elm Street 2, Freddy's Revenge.
Oh, my God.
Not a good movie, but way better cinematography.
Sure, why not?
But the pool scene where he's jumping through in reality, that's all really well shot.
You're all my children.
Yeah, terrible movie, but it's like Halloween 2, I think, is shot way better than Halloween 1, but it's not nearly as good.
Right.
But the Dean Cundy and Carpenter shot like that movie kind of both.
Yeah.
So I think the movie works a lot better visually, and that's it. The man works a lot.
Well, you work a lot when you're a good professional. You can get a lot of work.
Yeah, it's. I don't want to go too much longer.
We said what
we're
we
almost
wanted to
at
say.
45 minutes. Perfect.
Yeah, perfect timing.
We're at 43. I give this movie. That's where I get confused. I love it more than I should. I still give it a 7.
Oh, okay. A 7 is solid, but I think I'll give it an 8.
Oh, fuck you.
I think I'll give. Oh, you know what? Okay, fine. 7.4.
I don't care what you do.
A 7.4.
For me, an 8 is like. It would be an 8 if it was like, I don't know.
Right. It's like a theatrical movie or something.
Yeah. But a 7 for a TV movie from 1990.
Pretty good.
The TV miniseries came out this year, which is stupid. This is way better than it should be. I love Tales from the Crypt when this came out. I was into that show. And this was right up my alley, and I fucking loved it. And I want to rewatch it and rewatch it and rewatch it. It's just like me and my mom would just watch this movie.
Yeah.
And she's like, why do we have to watch that? That sort of thing when you're
either this or fucking Ghostbusters, Mom. What do you want?
Yeah, exactly. And she's like, yeah, Buried Alive. She loved it too. She actually really did enjoy it. And because she liked Tim Matheson a lot.
Who doesn't?
She had a crush on him now that I'm thinking back.
Fucking got a hard on thinking about him.
He might be why I consider myself 20% gay. He might be a part of that reason.
Absolutely. When he sticks
Tim was a part of my early development because of this movie.
When he sticks his naked hands in that sink of hydrogen peroxide, they burn.
I told my wife when that scene came on, I was like, "Oh, this is the part I remember." Like as a kid, going, "Okay, this is my exact memory."
Yeah.
Why is he screaming, Mom?
Yeah.
She's like, "What do you mean his hands are hurt?" I'm like, "Yeah, but he's just sticking his hands in water. Why does that hurt?"
Right. Yeah.
This is how young I was.
Yeah.
She goes, "No, it's hydrogen peroxide." And I was like,
"Yeah, but hydrogen peroxide shouldn't burn that bad either because alcohol would burn. Hydrogen peroxide doesn't burn as much.
It doesn't burn unless it's infected.
Is that what it is? No, well, it sizzles. Yeah, but it doesn't burn though. I've never had a burn with hydrogen peroxide. I've had burns with alcohol and the other one. What do you call it? Rubbing alcohol, but then there's the other one next to hydrogen peroxide. Shit, what's it called? There's like another solution you put on a wound.
Hydrogen trioxide.
Yes.
I have no idea. Clorox bleach.
That's what it was.
Breaking hail.
That was stupid.
You just reminded me of this.
Ken is dead.
Ken. They say Ken 45 times in this 7-second clip.
Jesus Christ.
You're even in Ken posture right now. Is it weird that last thought, sorry, I don't want to mean to keep you, but I mentioned this last time, so I want to bring this up as we go.
Yeah.
This is what I like. Frank Darabont, like I knew him as the Buried Alive director.
Right.
And then 10 years, because I watched this when it came out, like on VHS, so probably 91, maybe 92.
Right.
And then in high school, I watched Shawshank.
You didn't watch it in 94?
No, I didn't watch it till high school.
Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, because I watched it in 94.
I had a friend that goes, "You should watch this," and that and that and Memento and Usual Suspects.
Wow.
Same weekend, I watched all three.
Holy shit, that's a big.
I was like, that was one of the greatest weekends of my life.
That's crazy. Yeah, that's pretty.
I
good.
watched all three, in order. So it was like 2001, maybe. No, it was 2000.
That's cool.
Sophomore year. So
that's a nice weekend.
That's when I watched it, and it was like Frank Darabont. And then eventually I look him up and I'm like, oh, that's the fucking Buried Alive. Like I know Frank Darabont is the Buried Alive guy.
Right.
That's weird.
Some guys know him as the Blob Writer. Other guys know him as the Buried Alive guy.
Oh yeah, I forgot the Blob. We talked about that before as well.
Yeah, he was a writer for a long time. Yeah.
What did he do for the Night Shift Collection?
Which one?
Night Shift Collection, 1994.
I don't know.
It was a Stephen King's Dollar Baby double bill consisting of Frank Darabont's The Woman in the Room and Jeff Shiro's The Boogeyman. I've never seen this.
The Woman in the Room was his student film that he made. And that was considered, he got it for $1.
Short.
The short. Yeah.
So that's 50. Okay, that's why I've never seen it. So that the movie collection itself is 58 minutes.
Oh, yeah. There you go.
Okay, so it was after Buried Alive, his next movie is Shawshank, Green Mile, Majestic, Mist, and that's it.
Yeah.
That's all movies he's done, not many.
Well, he was writing. He did a lot. Like I said, he was a screen doctor. And you look on his IMDb, they have like 20 uncredited shit that he worked on. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. That guy got paid millions to do that shit.
If they started crediting an IMDb for ghostwriting,
oh god, yeah,
you would see everyone's IMDb fucking like,
yeah.
Because you'll work on a script for a couple weeks, and here's my I had some changes here. Yeah. Oh, I got my $4,000. Yeah. All right, moving on to the next script you got for me.
$4,000, try like $300,000 for the week. Like that's
those simple scripts that you're not doing much on, just like advising. But you see guys just it's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, let's get out of here though.
All right.
Can we do this on the next Hollywood is Dead movie discussion? I will put these. I'm going to put these movie reviews on Lordy Wonderland. By the way, whenever we do like one movie,
right?
I'm going to put that on that feed because it does fit well there. But can we do this? A movie you just saw I've never seen with a terrible Twilight cover.
Yes, yeah, we can do that. That's fine. Yeah,
I want to watch this, and I'm sick of finding excuses not to.
There you go.
You want to watch it?
Yeah.
And I think it'd be fun to discuss our second vampire review on this show. But
Jesus Christ, yeah.
All right,
let's do that. That sounds good to me.
Near Dark. Oh, sorry for the podcast. Near Dark.
Yeah, Near Dark. Catherine Bigelow. Great film.
I don't want to say that. I want to say it is definitely. And I haven't seen it, but Bill Paxton's Near Dark.
Oh, he's wonderful. He's wonderful. Dick it.
So long, citizens. Bye.
Fuck you, everybody. Good night.
Cut it off at exactly 50 minutes.